Hello, everyone. Hello. I'm waiting on my girl to come in. We are both trying to get it together. We're both getting off work, and we are coming to you again tonight live. Be nice if I could get my screen act right, but we know there it is. Okay. I already have my guests supposed to come on. Can stream to the okay. I think she's already coming on. I'm just waiting on her to get on and chime in. And we want to welcome you today. Hello, hello, hello. We are back again, me and Coach Teasley. This is Coach Reverend Melvin Ford. And we have Coach Teasley coming on in a little bit. I think I said it about 5 times now. But this is a topic that I think everyone may need to or want to think about. It's about being authentic, but it's also some of the things that you might want to ask yourself, some questions you want to ask yourself about being authentic. And it's a script that I created. I'm still looking for my girl to come in. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. What is funny about this is it's like when you get to a certain age, you just start acting older. You know, when you're younger, you see your older elders and they be like, come on in the room. Yeah. Next thing you know, you start acting like, what the heck just happened? I was just 25 a minute ago. Now I'm 54. About to be 55. So it's a blessing though. Anyway, so what are we going to talk about? Non-negotiables. Today we're going to talk about the non-negotiable factor. Non-negotiable factor. And can you tell I'm stalling? And can you tell I'm stalling? That's what we're going to talk about right there. The non-negotiable factor. Because it's about healing and it's about being your authentic self. Being your authentic self requires so many different avenues. Where is my girl? Let's see something. She's not in here yet. I don't know where her is. Let me see. Shift +2. Group layout. Okay, I don't know. You can tell I'm not used to using the StreamYard. I'm always going on live. And this is a new thing for me, so I'm getting acclimated. So please forgive me for my glitches. And I'm still waiting on my girl. We're going to talk about the non-negotiable factors. Okay, but what I was saying is the non-negotiable factor. It's a part of being your authentic self. And being authentic again requires so many different avenues of being, of doing, of becoming, of understanding, of feeling. And so, with that being said, I am. I don't understand how this happened, but okay. With that being said, told you I was getting acclimated. I didn't even know this thing was on like this. So I'm waiting on my girl T to come on. But at the same time, she is somewhere around here. I'm in StreamYard and I'm on Facebook. Now, there my girl is. Hey, Teresa, hold on. Hey.
Hello, Melvina. How are you?
I'm wonderful. But you know what's funny?
What's funny, girl? Tell me.
I can't find the live on Facebook. Hee hee.
Oh
I
no.
got it on live, but I don't know how from my phone. But I don't know how to. It says it connects. So if you see it on yours, let me know. I'm stalling. We're live, but I'm stalling. So everybody, this is Teresa, Coach Tea Nicole of
Girl,
Driven by Purpose.
she gave me a whole new name, y'all. She said that's Coach T Cole. I might
T
have to
Cole,
go. I
not
might
T
have to
Pain,
go
but
by
T
T
Cole.
Cole. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, we can change her name at any given time. But I
There
like
you
that
go.
T Cole. T Cole is in the house, most
T Cole
definitely.
is in the house, girl.
Oh my
So
God.
I don't know what happened. It was saying get ready to go live. I'm like, it's supposed to be going live from here. So you guys see the glitches. It's okay though. We used to this. At least I
Yes,
am.
I'm used to it too.
Girl,
Listen, technology has a mind of its own. That's why
yes,
it's that's why it's AI,
it's
artificial intelligence.
so
It does
hilarious.
when it
And
walks in.
I know that this supposed to be because I have it. It says it has a check mark under Facebook, LinkedIn, and my YouTube.
Well,
So
guess it's on all of
it's
those. I just have to go onto the Facebook. So I'm sorry for the delay. I was something just happened, so I was just trying to see
no,
what was
it's
up.
okay. It's completely okay. It's completely okay, hunters. I'm just trying to
Mm-hmm.
figure out how I missed it on here and didn't catch it because I was gonna take it and stream it. Oh wait, hold on. Was this it? I don't know. Oh, I think this is it. Wait a minute, hold on. It's live now. Okay, there it is.
We
I
in
think
business. We in business, girl.
yeah, girl, we's in biz. Let me shut the noise down.
Mm-hmm. Business, girl. Hold on one second, Melvin. I'll be right back.
All right. So guys, in our technical difficulties, this is what we do. So um I'm getting ready to share this with a lot of people while we're talking about the non-negotiable factors. We're trying to get some people online to watch us too.
Amen. 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 Amen.
Amen.
Well,
And while I'm over here finagling with stuff, I like that picture, T.
thank you, boo. Thank
It's
you.
beautiful.
You beautiful. Hey, you girl, you beautiful.
Thank you,
Listen,
Sean.
I just got off of work, so I said I need to get on the show because of the simple fact we got something to say. We got some stuff we got to talk about.
I'm just inviting folks left and right. I don't even care. They might be on another side of the other country,
It's
but I'm
okay.
inviting them anyway.
We want our cousins, we want our nephews, we want our nieces, we want any and everybody that can come
Right?
to the show.
If they
Well,
can't see it now, they'll see it later.
if they don't see it now, you will
Yeah.
see it later. Yeah.
Girls, I'm hitting all over everybody up. I'm hitting everybody. Okay, so the non-negotiable factor. What does that mean to you, T?
So since you put me on blast, let me tell you. So that means no matter what you say, how you try to convince me, no matter what you think I should do, it's non-negotiable. That simply means that I have the right to make the decisions that I need to make that's going to be beneficial to me, my health, my peace, my joy, and I will no longer allow anyone to disturb or interrupt the regular scheduled program. So that's why it's non-negotiable, because sometimes we allow people, places, and things to
Uh oh.
interrupt. Oh,
She
what?
went. I see you going there, girl. Keep going. Keep going.
Look, I gotta go because sometimes we just sit up here and allow people and places and things to tell us what to do, how to live, how to speak, and we also allow our past situations, our traumas, our hurts, and everything else in people's opinion to stop us
Mm-hmm.
from fulfilling our fullest potential. But now it's time for us to get our lives back together, get
That's
back
it.
on track, and say, you know what? It's not negotiable. It's non-negotiable because when it concerns you, when it concerns me, and so just vice versa. If it's you and your situation, if it's me and my situation, It's non-negotiable because at the end of the day, I have to live with the decisions, the choices, and everything I do when it pertains to me. So
Thank
that's what it
you
means
and
to me.
thank you, Hunties.
You're welcome, sister. So what does the non-negotiable factor means to you, Melvina?
Non-negotiable basically is the same thing. I was just there are certain things that you need to realize for yourself that you have to stand on your own word, not just stand on a word for someone else, but you have to stand on your own word. You have to check yourself when you find yourself sliding to the left, you know, and not to the right. You know, you might do a crisscross here and there, but you know, you can get back on track. So it takes a lot. And I was saying earlier when I was waiting on us to come on, it's a part of the being authentic factor. It's a part of being authentic. You know, some people don't even realize what their non-negotiables are. So I have a worksheet that I give my clients, and I also got this from a former teacher of mine. Her name, Lord Jesus, Lord Jesus. I'll think about it. Her last name was Brown, though. I can't think of her first name right now. It's not with me. But I kept the form and asked her, could I use it for my clients? And she was okay with it. So I'm very grateful for that because I got a lot of information from her and I learned a lot about myself through my strengths with her. That was the beginning of my healing, or part of it, the release, so I can start, figuring out where God wanted me to go. So some of the questions and thing was, what are your standards? On this form, what are your standards? I still have mine written out, and mine's were respect myself as a woman, not let others dictate who and what they think I should be, keeping myself clean and organized, respect other women. That should be a standard for all of us.
Facts. Mm-hmm.
Continuing to gain knowledge, keeping all of my bills paid on time and credit above par. I'm still working on that one. But you know what? I am better. I'm so much better than where I was. Not where I want to be yet, but I'm on my way and I'm getting up there. Self-respect for myself. Last one on that one, will not deal with confrontation. And you know what? To this day, I still do not like confrontation. Mm-hmm. I don't deal with it's like, really? Are we having this moment? Why are we having this moment? Why do we need to have this moment? Really? Because I'm not feeling that. And sometimes you might need to, you can deal with confrontation, but on a different level. Seriously. You can, and it's okay. It's okay. So if you were to pull up some of the things for yourself as a standard, what would you say, T?
When you say a standard male, are you referring to the standards that I set for myself, or the standards when it comes to that they are non-negotiable?
It's all on the non-negotiables. So let me give you an example of the whole row. The whole row is about standards. The second one is values. The third one is non-negotiables. And the fourth one is areas of struggle. Now, if it were to go down the line, that first line, I would say my standards are respect myself as a woman. What are the values with that? I value the fact that I respect my body. That's the value of respecting myself as a woman. What's a non-negotiable of that? I will not sacrifice my body for a man. See how it ties into the first one? In the areas of struggle, not facing issues like I should and avoiding conflict. So all of that is tied into this first standard of respecting myself as a woman. Trust me, when she had me do this, it was hard.
Look, I didn't know she was gonna give me some homework tonight. I didn't know she was gonna make me dig a little deeper, but I like that little standard that you just told me. For some people, that they might can relate to that. So if you are on here, allow us to hear your standards. So I want to talk about that. Was powerful, Melvina. So you said the first standard. Tell me one more time because I want to make sure the audience heard you and myself as well. So let me hear one more time.
The first standard was, it's what you put down there technically. So this is what my first standard was for me. Respect myself as a woman. And so the value to that, which is the next row, which is what are your values? I value the fact that I respect my body. Non-negotiable. I will not sacrifice my body to a man.
Mm.
Always it all ties back into I respect myself as a woman. So it's like almost like a tree branch.
Yeah.
And then the area of struggle is not facing issues like I should, avoiding conflict, which means basically being that little okay and seeing things that you shouldn't be dealing with, but instead you just sit there
Be quiet.
knowing it makes you uncomfortable, knowing you really want to say no, knowing that this is not where you want to be, but because of whatever's going on within you, you accepted whatever that standard was or that story this person is making up for you and in this situation. So for me, I had to be like, what is it that I'm doing as I respect myself as a woman? What does that mean?
What does that mean to you?
Yeah.
Mm.
What does that mean for me? So that's how I laid those out. That's good though.
That is actually really good. See, Melvina got me thinking over here because she didn't tell me I was going to be doing no standards tonight. She just said, T, what we going to talk about? And I said, Melvina, let's just have a conversation, but I want to talk about a standard then. So let me raise the bar. So for my standard would be, I will, I want to make sure I do this right now. Melvina, since you my coach tonight, you go ahead and tell me if it's right or tell me, you don't have to say if it's right or wrong. You just say, okay, T, go a little deeper, dig a little
Okay.
deeper. So for my
Okay.
standard would be, um, no longer, I will no longer allow people to dictate what I do and what I do not do because no. I don't want to say all that. That's too much. That's too much. So tell me your standard one more time.
Let me give you the second one because the second one almost lines up to what you said. So the
Mm-hmm.
second standard was not let others dictate who, what they think I should be.
Mm. Okay, so for my standard, I will not allow people to control my feelings or emotions any longer. So simply meaning,
Okay.
okay,
So
so
my value to that one was
mm-hmm,
that's good. That's good. That's
mm-hmm,
really good.
uh-huh,
The value to my standard was I value who God has created me to be.
mm-hmm. And my value will simply be I value my feelings and I will always honor my feelings and emotions according to what I feel and what I believe.
I like that.
I
I
do.
like that. That
I
feels
do too.
that's good. That's good.
I do too. I do.
Okay. Non-negotiable. My non-negotiable to not letting others dictate who or what I think they think I should be is no one will disrespect me as a person. I will not be affected by any. Ooh, I need to reread this again, chap, because
You
we
better
in
go
this
ahead,
coaching
preach it,
session, this class. So
preach
I need to go through this. Woo, I need what know yet? I need to know you because she gonna see this and be like, girl, look. So it
it.
says I will not be affected by anyone who decides to disrespect me. I will not be moved to sin or anger.
I
Wow.
Woo, that's powerful. So for me, because I need y'all to know, I didn't write this down, but I'm gonna have to go back and I'm gonna write this down. I want to do that exercise actually too, Melvina, because this
I'm
is
gonna
good.
send it to you. I'm gonna send it to you.
Please send it to me. So for
And
me,
if anybody else is interested in this, yeah, go ahead.
so if anybody else is interested in it, like she said, what do you want them to do, Melvina? And then I'll finish it up.
Put us something in the link saying send me standards. Comment in the box below. Comment down below in there in the link. And the thing says, what did I just say? Send me standards. That's what I
Send
want
me
you to say.
standards.
And then I will know to send you. Send me standards.
My sister Chanel Clark will like one. She said me. So make sure you share that with her because that's one of my babies. We went to school together and she's amazing. And so please send her that. Yep. She said, send
Is
me
she on the
standard. She's on the live.
is
She's on my page because I actually was able to link it to mine. So I will send you her information. I'll
Okay,
probably
cool. And I will get that to you, sweetheart. I promise you I will.
okay.
Okay, so what's
And
your non-negotiables?
And my non-negotiables is that I will not allow anyone to disturb my peace, to disturb the way I feel, but I will because I want to make sure I do this right. I
You're doing it. There's no
this
right or wrong. There's no
there's
right
no
or
right
wrong.
and wrong. It's just me saying what I need to say. Okay, because like again, I wasn't prepared for this, but it's okay. So I will not say yours again because I just need to hear it one more time.
Mine is no one will disrespect me as a person,
Hmm.
and I will not be affected by anyone who decides to disrespect me, and I will not be moved to sin or anger.
And as for me, I will not allow people's feelings, emotions, their the way they treat me or the way they believe I should feel impact the way I really do feel. Instead, I will remain myself. I will remain and control my feelings, not based on somebody else's opinion or how they respond to me, but I'm going to respond the way I need to, and I'm going to be able to sit with my feelings and my emotions because that's me. And Jermaine, I see you, Max man. You keep going too. So that's it, Melvina. That's it, girl. That's it, girl.
Max in the house. Max made in the house.
Max
Oh,
baby.
my
From Pontiac, Michigan. Chanel Clark is in the house from Pontiac, Michigan. Let me tell you, our people are here tonight, baby.
Max, I ain't seen you in so long. Next time I come to see you, you better have that juice.
Yeah. But
Okay,
you
so okay,
know,
T, I got one for you. The last one on that list, at the top, is one you're gonna have to really think about
mhm.
because it's a mirror moment.
Okay.
So, my standard was not letting others dictate who or what they think I should be. Now, now that we've talked about the values and the non-negotiables, okay, here come the hard part. Area of struggle with that. So my area of struggle was exactly what I said I wasn't going to let it be.
Mm.
Caring what others think of me. So then you get to look back, and it causes you to be honest with yourself. Okay, this is what I value. This is what I'm willing to non-negotiate. But what am I struggling with in that area?
Mm.
Uh-huh. Makes you think. Uh-huh.
And it does because all of those
Mm-hmm.
things from the standard, from the non-negotiable, and then the things that I value, it's like coming full circle to me really taking a step back and looking at everything and saying, you know what? I know that I could be easily persuaded because I care what somebody says to me. And so when I
Mm-hmm.
care what somebody says to me, and like if they be like, well, T, you shouldn't do this. T, you shouldn't go here. T, you shouldn't believe this. T, you shouldn't feel this way. T, you should think this way. Guess what? It causes me to shift my way of thinking. It shifts my way of believing. So
Mm-hmm.
I struggle with what people say to me in a sense that it's like, okay, I should do it this way. Like I should practice this religion. I should practice this belief. I should show up like this. And then I get emotionally attached and involved. And then many people think I'm
Mm-hmm.
strong, but they don't realize that it's the emotions. And then that's what causes you to get off track and go astray because your emotions are leading you. And you sometimes us as women, when we are emotional, especially when it comes to relationships, when it comes to certain people, our children, just everything. It's like we be full of emotions. We allow our emotions to lead. Men don't have that problem.
Mm-hmm.
They're not emotional like us. But I have starting to see some men where the roles have reversed and they starting to be emotional. They be in their feelings. I mean, like, you better get out your feelings, and I'm all
Actually, they are emotional.
go
Actually, they
ahead.
are emotional.
Uh-huh.
The thing about it is they've been so programmed to hide it because they've been made to feel like they're not supposed to have it. So they really
Mhm.
do have that emotion. I got to give it to them, but it's been blocked.
It's been blocked.
Now, what you're saying is you're starting to see it because people are starting to take these blinders off and they're starting to really just stand in that place of owning up to who they truly are,
Mm-hmm.
literally. So that's the blessing of it all. I love it how it's coming together.
Mm-hmm.
It's awesome though. But you see how it all came around full circle. But wait a
I
minute. Why why does that last question as far as areas of weakness Or what did I say it was? Was it areas of weakness?
Your area of
Areas of
weakness.
struggle.
That's a struggle for you.
And remember, I said caring about what others thought of me. What
Hmm
is that? What was that? What's that lesson that we just learned? It's
The
a what?
it is a you talking about with me, you, and in our class.
Mm-hmm.
So the
What
lesson
is
was, oh, hold on, I'm about to tell you, limited beliefs.
that? And what is people? What are people doing when they start saying things and you start believing? What are they creating?
They are creating what's known as hold on, don't say it because I
I
know it.
said that.
It's on the tip of my tongue. They are, but it's not just the belief, but they are creating your narrative. They are creating the story. They are creating their beliefs. They are
Yes,
creating something that's not even real. It's an illusion. That's what it is.
exactly.
If you ask me, it's an illusion because they want you to believe the narrative that they created. So
And
it's
they
like
want to have what?
control. They want to
That's
have
it.
power.
Mm-hmm.
But people can't have power over you unless you give it to them. So even
Mm-hmm.
though they see it the way they see it and they believe what they believe, that's not true. It's
Mm-hmm.
not factual. It's their perception, right,
That's
Melvin?
it.
It's the
Mm-hmm.
perception that they done told you. That's how you're supposed to live. That's how you're supposed to believe. You're nothing, but you are something. But you just need to realize your potential.
There you go.
There you go.
Now,
Melvina, this is good. This is therapeutic. I love this. I love you, my beautiful sister, because
I didn't even realize. I didn't even realize until we start going over it. I'm like, wait a minute. I swear we're going over this in class. Ain't
yes,
we gotta be going over this in class. So this is actually repetition is the mother of all learning.
yeah, and it
And
is.
I didn't know what we were going to do tonight because you asked me what I don't know. And then when I said, let me think about it, you was like, oh, that's a good topic. And I was just like, what, huh?
Yeah.
So
But
that was
let me think about it. It's actually a good topic. And
it
one
is.
day we're going to talk about that
We're gonna
because
talk about
we got to think before we act. We got to really allow ourselves to think because
that.
sometimes
Mm-hmm.
people can think for us.
Mm-hmm.
Stop letting people
Mm-hmm.
dictate your life.
Right.
Stop letting them think for you. Stop letting
Right.
them put their perception on it and
Mm-hmm.
their beliefs on it. Because
Mm-hmm.
when they tell you how to think and feel and what to say, you forget your power. You
That's it.
power. Melvina.
Yes. Mm.
Melvina.
Mm.
Okay, I'm done. But thank you for this exercise. I need more of these. We need to do this more often. So, people, y'all need to come see us. Me and Melvina is getting ready to put on a retreat very soon, and we're
Mm-hmm.
writing a book. And we want our individuals that are survivors, are just people that have been like through any type of trauma that are ready to tell their story. Listen, we are setting something up, and Melvina don't even know, but she gonna be ready for it because this is for me and my sister to help other people that are like us find our voice, find our way. We are spiritual healers, and I'm tired of sitting on this gift. I'm tired of trying to please everybody, but we need to write. So, Melvina, I'm just gonna say this. We are getting ready to plan for something big, and we just
Mm-hmm.
need y'all to get ready. So this is what we are. This is why we come here. Melvina has a whole business. I have a whole business, but we decided to bring our business together, our partnership together,
Yep.
be able to help you birth those things that are inside of you because everybody got greatness.
Yes. Everybody. She said
Every
a lot. That was a lot. That was a lot right there. Everyone has greatness. Everyone. Every last one of you watching this, you have greatness.
Mhm.
So I needed to put, I don't know what, I was just led to put that out there because, we don't, this is something that we don't think to look at. And my clients get this form and it makes them think, okay,
Mhm.
how many people walk around and realize, okay, what am I just willing not to deal with it anymore? What am I where am I drawing the line in my life
Mhm.
for myself first? Because you have to, I say it all the time, you have to put on your own gas face mask, oxygen mask before you can put on anyone else, before you can help anybody else. I'm hurt, I'm depressed, and I'm lonely, I'm sad, and I'm just all out, but I'm trying to hang out with it. What? You ain't,
Mhm.
you can't, what you doing? What's the problem?
Mhm.
In order to live a full life, you need to be able to face all of your demons, every last one of them, even the most painful ones. God knows I have had to over the last few weeks. I'm just now coming out of a healing process that I haven't had to, didn't even think I had to deal with. But once I faced it and I cried, I mean, it took me down such a hill of depression. And I understand depression because I wrote it in my book. I told you what I, now, if you have not seen the book, if you have not gotten the book, this is the book. This is the book. I'm going to show you. That's the book. What the Hell? A Life Testimony by Melvina Ford. It is a life testimony, my life. And this book is life changing. I've never met a lot of people, so many people who talked about that, who understood what it was about. And it tells you, I understand depression. I understand what it's like to attempt suicide. I understand what it's like to live without one parent and then lose another one later on in life. And you're alone trying to figure all this out. But everybody's telling their story of how you should live your life and what you should do and how you should dress and how you should wear your hair. And you get lost. Mm-hmm. And eventually, sometimes, hopefully, you'll wait a minute. I need all of y'all hush. Just be quiet. I need to hear from me. Because all the answers that you ever are looking for are inside. You don't need to ask nobody. Why you got to go to the store and ask somebody when you pick out something that you like and it catches your eye? Why you turn around and go, what you think about this? Oh, girl, that's ugly. And then you put it back, but you like it. Honey, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? What for? What's your non-negotiable when it comes to you? I buy this because I like it, not because you don't like it. You know what I'm saying? When do you be happy for you? This makes me happy. So I'm going to do what I want to do to make me happy, you know? So yes. Something to think about, non-negotiable. And Teresa, you got a book too, honey. I know you do.
I do. Let me tell you. Let me see. I got it with me today. Bam. Hold on. I want to make sure you can see it because of the simple fact. I need you guys to know something. Breakthrough Awaits. It's my empowerment journal. This is the book that I wrote, and I co-authored another book. It's the Coaches Connect anthology, and it's not verses, but volume 1 and 2.
Coach Therese Teasley or Therese Teasley?
Coach, what you mean? For the book, Tea Nicole. Okay. So Tea Nicole, wrote the book Breakthrough Awaits. And so it is available at Amazon. And it's also available on my link tree. And so the thing is, I want you guys to know something. So like what we're talking about, that's non-negotiable and different things like that. Here goes some of the name of the chapters that I wrote. It says the voice of validation. And then who are you talking to? So when it comes to some things being non-negotiable, who are you talking to? And you said it just a minute ago, like we got to get away from everything and everybody sometimes because we be looking at what everybody else is doing, what everybody else is saying, looking at all these self-help books, and then we're not even looking at ourselves. We're not even trusting our ability to be able to change our current situations, to change our lives, to heal ourselves properly, to show up every day. And I'm just stating the facts because I'm learning I have to be myself. I have to trust myself. I have to sit with this body. I have to love on this body. I have to believe in my body.
That's it.
Like Melvina, all of these things are non-negotiable. Like it's another one. I wrote something about the intentional acts of love, waste management.
Whoa.
Waste management. So getting rid of that. Listen, we carry so much. So me getting my breakthrough was non-negotiable. Me believing who I was and tapping into my power was non-negotiable. So, hey, Erica, good to see you, my love. I got my sister in here. That's the bling queen, baby. She is on here. And I'm so glad. So, hey, Erica, I want you to watch this playback and get them tools from Melvina because she got a sheet and she want to share it with some people. So y'all make sure y'all tap in because we gotta know what is non-negotiable when it comes to us. So Melvina, keep going because I love what you were saying.
No, you was going. I was taking when you're talking about the intentional acts of love, waste management, honey. I'm on it.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to keep up with you.
You're doing good, but I just want y'all to know something. So every week, every Wednesday at 8:30, sometimes we come on at 8 o'clock. So I want you guys to know because Right now I work. And so some days I get off early and then sometimes I get off late. But I just want y'all to keep that 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock, 9:30 slot open because we want to talk to y'all. Me and Melvina has like a million titles. She's amazing.
Stop
She's
it.
amazing. But me and her are life coaches. And we both have a story to tell. It's like our stories are so similar. And it's like we decided to come together and just come to y'all every week. We was doing it on Instagram, but we want to make sure we expand it to people on LinkedIn, Yahoo. I mean, not Yahoo, but YouTube. And we're gonna try to get back on Instagram. I wish all of this was together so that way we could talk to all y'all on TikTok, Instagram, all of that at the same time. But it's okay. It's coming. It's coming.
Mhm,
But
mhm,
we believe that we are healers. We know, matter of fact, we don't believe, we know that we are healers. We are breaking generational cycles because me and her both was molested. Me and her both, we just done fell on hard times. We allow people to control us, rule us in many different factors and fashions. But the thing is, now we've learned to take back our power, use our voice. And she just told you she wrote a book. I wrote a book. It's like we are so similar. Melvina is amazing. And I need y'all to know who she is. She done invited me to so many different things. And I love her for being who she is. So now we've decided to take back our power and show up as ourselves and promote each other. Her business is thriving. My business is thriving. We are doing what everything we love to do. And we're not worried about who support us and who don't support us because guess what, we attracting the things that we want in our life anyway.
mhm, mhm, mhm. That's it. That's it in a nutshell. And we want to open that door to help any and everyone who's ready to just take off that old, come up out of that caterpillar skin and become that butterfly. And butterflies aren't necessarily always about women. We're just talking about freedom to be who you truly are, your true self, being authentic, and setting those standards for your life, setting those standards for who you are. So I think it's very good that we're on here. I love the fact that we're reaching out to a lot of different people. And I'm praying that this continually expands. And I cannot wait for the retreat.
I can't wait for the retreat either. I'm looking forward for that retreat that's going to be taking place very soon. And it's not just your typical retreat, Melvina. So we got to make sure that they know if you decide to do the retreat with us, you're going to actually be working on your chapter for the book. So
Mhm.
it's a part of the healing. It's like a healing retreat that allows you to write, to feel what you need to feel, to
Mhm.
do Reiki, to do water,
Yes.
go by the water, and do all the other things that you love to do, and you can't be afraid to do it. So just
Mhm.
know that it's going down. It's not your traditional retreat. So don't
Mhm.
come expecting life changing events, but not only life changing events, but for you to be able to write down whatever it is that you want to write down to talk about you, but to write a whole chapter in your own comfortable room, or if you want to go outside and sit by the water, if you want to be in the mountains, wherever we decide to go. So we'll talk about it soon.
Yep, there's a lot of healing that's going to take place. A lot of healing, a lot of
Mhm.
releasing. You get to be vulnerable again. We've also been programmed to, not be vulnerable, and keep it to yourself and be quiet. Who grew up in that type of lifestyle and at home? Shh, be quiet. Don't talk about it. Yeah, but while I'm not talking about it, I'm still incurring all this craziness inside me, these emotions and this depression. Like everybody else is getting hit, a whiff of it, and I don't know why it's happening but it's really from the things we've held in and we haven't had a chance to let it out.
Mhm.
And you're supposed to let it out because until you get to that point where you can let it out, open that closet door, let the skeletons fall out, pull back that rug and sweep that mess out, it gets worse and you get sick and you don't know why. And then you say it's like, it's hereditary from my family member or my mother had it, my daddy had it, they mama, they daddy had it. But guess what? It came from something that was created from the inside, whether it was from you directly or was passed on to you from your mom and dad when she carried you and she wasn't healed. This is where we're trying to get you to understand. Healing is so much more deeper than just surface level. This
Mhm.
is about helping you become your number one, whoever you want to be. If you want to be the best babysitter in the world, girlfriend, you can. And those kids will love you for it. If you want to be the best whatever in the world, you can. But until you find out this and you get this right, and this is where your answers are, and this is really where all your answers are,
What you
then you
showing
can't
them?
get
What you showing them? Tell them exactly what it is. Call it out. What is that?
your heart, the spirit
Mm-hmm.
of God. You
Mm-hmm.
ask, we ask everybody else where we should get the answers, when God has never left any of us. Some of us don't even realize it. Matter of fact, some of us have these communications and think that people think you're going crazy. You're not going crazy. You are not going crazy. They call them schizophrenic. They're not schizophrenic. They call them bipolar. They're not bipolar. They're a lot more smarter than most people think, but that's just the way to try to control and contain everybody. Or they just depressed. They're 5150. No, baby. You smarter than you think you are. So all those things that you've been hearing in your head, that was your spirit talking to you. Now, mind you, there are some, so don't get me wrong, that,
Mm-hmm.
they do need the help to pull them out of the dark places. Because, some people do walk around here and say, the devil made me do it. Okay, wait a minute, hold on. There's a difference. There's a huge difference. I'm not talking about that side, because you have to get medicated. Some people need the medications and those things to help them silence the noise of that negativity or that negative energy, so they can hear from here. Because this is all God. This is all love.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're hearing it from some outside entity, you might want to, I might need to take a few couple pills until I can get to, okay, now I'm ready for the real deal, Holyfield. So I didn't say that to scare you, but it gets deep and it's real, and there's so much more to it. All the things that we grew up thinking was spooky, spiritual, and crazy, and whatever and whatnot. It is the best thing in the world to find out that all those things you were thinking in the back of your head, and I bet you 10, 20 people that's gonna see this, they're gonna be like, you know what? They told me it was wrong. They told me that was not right. They told me that was evil. And then you're gonna sit back and say, oh my God, that was a lie from the jump street.
Mm-hmm.
That's where we're gonna take y'all.
Take
That's
your.
what we want everybody. This is how we hold your hand and you hold our hands, and we help each other up.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't about us being higher than anybody else or anybody else being higher. This is us all together, because when we help one, we help ourselves. When we heal, we heal our ancestors. When we heal, our children get healed. But somebody got to be bold enough to say, you know what? Damn it, I'm tired of this shit.
Yeah.
Somebody got to be bold enough to do it. I don't care if my mama, my daddy, my sister, my brother, my uncle, my cousins, even my kids, they don't talk to me, fine. But guess what? I'm going to be healed. And it stops. The buck stop. I hear somebody coming through me. It stops now. That's what Go ahead, Therese.
I want to add to that. I want to add to that because we have some people that don't believe in like our ancestors and don't believe that we need to heal them. We need to forgive them. But see, what we don't realize, some of us, I'm not going to say all of us, but majority of us, we do realize it. Like so I'm going to say this because I started to talk about it the other day. But I was molested when I was 4. My cousins was molested, and then found out years later that my uncle was molested. So therefore, let me tell you, but it's deeper than that. It goes deeper than that. Somebody gonna watch this and they gonna try to call me out on it. Maybe somebody from my family, but I'm tired of just pacifying stuff because I know I'm a healer, and I know you said something too, Melvina. It stops with me. So I am the generational curse breaker because I'm not going to continue to walk around here and act like I'm better than anybody else and that my family ain't had secrets and they didn't make mistakes. Guess what I have to do? I forgive my daddy. I forgive my mother. I forgive her mother. I forgive her mother's mother. I forgive not only that side of the family, but I forgive my father's, all of them too. So the grandparents, the uncles, the cousins, because it takes that one bold, brave person to say, you know what, I forgive my bloodline. Because the sicknesses, the diseases, the diseases in our body, the traditions, and everything else that be passed down from generation to generation to generation, if we don't stand for something, we'll fall for
We'll
anything.
fall. everything.
We'll fall for everything. So if it takes me to speak up and say, I love my family, I forgive my family for not speaking up. Because if somebody would have just said, you know what, when we was kids, when we did this, and it's not always easy, but these younger generations, they speaking up and they don't care what they say, how they say it, who they say it to. So I'm gonna speak against it. I'm gonna, well, not so much speak against it, I'm gonna speak life. My generation before me, we didn't speak up because we didn't know how to, but now we know how to. So if
Mm-hmm.
that means that me, I gotta lose my close family, I gotta lose my close friends because
So
I
be
need
it.
to tell the truth, so be it.
So be it.
I gotta walk this journey alone so I can heal my unborn children and their children and their children's children. Guess what? We're gonna teach them how to be financially free, how to
Mm-hmm.
be mentally stable. And if you need help, you go get that help. And not
Yep.
only you need the help, don't be afraid to use your voice, because your voice is your weapon. Because
Yes.
you said something, sometimes we allow people to persuade us, to tell us how to think, to tell us how to feel. Oh, we got to get on medicine. Some of us do need medication. I ain't
Mm-hmm.
gonna lie. Some of us do. But
We
at the
do.
end of the day, should nobody need to tell you that. You should be like, something is wrong. But sometimes we be so quick to go to the doctor. The doctor is, I have seen it be like, oh, you diagnosed with this, we can't heal you. Listen, it's too sad. It's two sides to every story,
Yep.
right? And then
Mm-hmm.
there's the truth, right? So
That's it.
if you know how to listen to yourself, if you trust God within and all of these other things, guess what? Some things can change in your life for you. I
That's
don't
it.
want to go into detail because it's not about me saying what's right and what's wrong, but it's you believing in who you are and what you was created to do and getting back to the source. Because before all of these things was available to us, my grandma and them wasn't as sick as we are today. Think about what I'm saying. Some of them died off early, some of them didn't. But at the end of the day, they had fresh food, they had fresh
Mm-hmm.
water, they
Mm-hmm.
loved each other, even though they had their flaws, they made their mistakes, they had their losses, they had their gains, but they still believed in family. It's
Yes.
we have to learn the elements of ourselves and others, and that's simply it, Miss Kathy. That's it. Tamika said they wanted to medicate you, or they want to medicate you quickly. Chanel said, Amen, amen. I received that when you were talking, Melvina. And then Erica said, Amen. And then Chanel was like, my God, I needed to hear this. Listen, what we're saying is what we believe. And it's
Mm-hmm.
up to you to take what you need to throw
Mm-hmm.
the rest away. But you have to realize what your power is. You have to realize what your strength is. And you got to believe that. Listen, like I said, my family, there was some molestation that took place in my family. And then when it came to me, I started to speak up. I started to be bold, brave, but it took me years. But I'm not afraid to do it now because
Mm-hmm.
I know I'm reversing the curse. And I
Mm-hmm.
know I have to forgive my family. I have to forgive myself because I played a role in it too.
Right.
Because
Right.
it ain't just them doing something to me. No. What part did I allow?
That right.
Did I play? But you said
Right.
something, Melvin. I want to talk about this because we say the heart. We gotta forgive. We
Mm.
gotta just, rely on source and us. But it ain't just this
Mm-hmm.
heart. It's not just this heart.
Right.
It's this.
Right.
It's this heart. And what do I mean? You gotta renew a new. It'd be like
New
create
mind.
clean heart and renew in me a right spirit, right? So this
Mm-hmm.
right here, this mindset has to be renewed daily because you used to beat yourself up. You used to allow people to speak into your life. You stopped believing in your power. And
Mm-hmm.
this was all the cause. You said, I don't even believe no more, but that is a thought. That's in
Right.
your mind. So you
Mm-hmm.
have to get back to healing and restoring and renewing your mind.
And shutting that voice out, because I'm gonna tell you what that voice is. That voice is not for good for you. That voice is your ego.
The
Ego
ego.
always wants control. Ego always wants to tell you go right instead of going left, or go left instead of going right. Ego gonna say no, this is what you really should do, or no, they really don't like you in this, or no, they're gonna make you think all the things. Next thing you know, you all discombobulated and confused and lost and turned out, and you don't know why, because this thing in your head keep going. Shut it up.
Shut it down.
Shut it down.
How can you
Literally.
shut it down, Melvina? How can you shut it down, sis?
Start listening to the noise, because the noise will have you thinking all kind. The noise will have you creating stories yourself about stuff that you don't that ain't even true. You because let me give you a prime example. Somebody call you, or no, you call somebody and you leave them voicemail. They don't call you back. Oh, well, she got a problem. Something wrong with her. She don't like me no more, or whatever. All kind of crazy stuff start going through your head, and that person ain't even. Next thing you know, when they call you, you got an attitude with them, and they're trying to figure out what the hell is going on. You've been listening to that voice in your head again that's got you all discombobulated and lost and turned out. Instead of just waiting and receiving that phone call. Well, how come you didn't? And then the voices, they ain't had that problem. They lying to you. How come they couldn't call you when they said, well, maybe they couldn't? Why is you so engrossed in that situation? Just you get we get caught up in so many other people's lives as to what we think they should be doing, what we think they shouldn't be doing, how they should have handled this and how they shouldn't have handled that, whatever, that we not even focusing on us because we so busy worried about what they're doing and what they're not doing. What the problem is. What the problem is. I'm telling you this because I went through it. That's why I wrote the book.
But look, I want to say something because you're not the only one that went through it. You're not the only one that went through it. But like you said, it's the ego. And so we, just like they gave us their perception, now we're creating our own perception. And it
Mm-hmm.
ain't always the truth because it's that ego telling you that they don't like you, they don't believe in you, they don't trust you. So then you get discouraged and then you fall down into that rabbit hole because you put yourself in that sunken place because you like it happened in the past. And that's why when people get in relationship without healing themselves, then guess what? They have started putting the past onto the new relationship because they say, well, Jimmy did this to me, Kim did this to me,
Same way.
Erica did this to me, but it's a cycle that continues to go. It
Mm-hmm.
continues to go and fester and manifest something negative, and it
Mm-hmm.
changes the narrative. But now it's time for you to pluck, you to go layer on top of layer, and that's garbage. That's garbage, garbage, garbage that does not need to be into your mind. That's why I say you have to renew your mind. You have to
My.
pluck up them bad seeds. So just like if somebody tell you that you ain't nothing, that you ain't gonna never be nobody, you can't lose the weight, and then you start believing that because you allowing your ego to tell you you can't lose the weight, you
Mm-hmm.
ain't nothing, you can't, your mama wasn't nothing, your daddy wasn't nothing, then you ain't gonna be nothing. But you gotta tell yourself,
Mm-hmm.
because once you start to do evaluations on you, you put your standards on you, and you have non-negotiable factors, and you say, you know what, nobody else can tell me that I'm worthless because I know I'm strong, I
Mm-hmm.
know I'm powerful. And how are you able to show up like that? How can you be bold and brave like that? By spending time with yourself, by trusting your power. But not only that, start studying, start
Mm-hmm.
reading books, learn of your sign, learn of the foods you need to be eating, because once you start eating clean, once you start putting the nutrition or nutrients in your body and start
Mm-hmm.
thinking different, you start thinking different, you start feeling better. And
All
then
the things. Yep. Mm-hmm.
all of these diseases that we carrying, all this weight that we carrying, all this doubt we carrying, because we done carried it all our life. Because some of us, we feel like somebody owe us something, and then we stay stuck. But you
Mm-hmm.
gotta pluck that stuff up. You
Mm-hmm.
gotta stop walking in fear. T,
Mm-hmm.
how can I, by believing in who you are and allowing people to come into your life that's gonna plant seeds of love in your life? Quit
Mm-hmm.
watching all that garbage on the TV. Quit
And
watching people fighting. Quit listening to what people saying. I'm sorry, Mel.
and
I had to get that
no,
out.
go on the tangent. Go for it, girl. Go for it.
People, I'm gonna say me. I ain't even gonna say y'all because y'all might not even do it. Nobody messed up before. Nobody fell short before, but just I did. I'm gonna be honest. I'm talking about me too. I'm
Mm-hmm.
talking about me because I messed up so much. I allowed men to come into my life that didn't mean no good. But Melvina, when she was like, my body is my temple, like, baby, I'm not gonna allow people to use me. So I'm like that too now. You can't use me. If I want to allow you to come over and we have fun, and I go over to your house, we have fun, we go on dates, that's because I allowed you to do that and I wanted that. But that was the choice that I made. So why is that all important? Because people need to realize that you have power.
Mm-hmm.
You have to change the way you see yourself.
Time
Look
to
at
turn it
yourself in
around.
the mirror. Woo!
Yep. Yep. So, oh, and by the way, before I forget, while we're talking about this, we all need to learn about the if we don't learn about the other ones above that, at least the first seven chakras, because those are the levels that help us to balance out. The first three at the bottom are your body, mind, and your spirit, and the heart, and then everything else leads up to source. The heart is where source is technically, but the rest of this you can hear clearly in here. You got the third eye and the crown. This is people think it's they look at it, they be like, huh? It's
Mhm.
actually something that we all are innate with. We just don't realize it. We don't realize it. And once you understand those levels and the colors that go with it and the foods that go with those colors, you will get so much cleansing from it and start paying attention to so many different things. All of a sudden, your third eye start opening up. Next thing you know, your Lord, I think about it. The one thing in your ear, it opens up, and all of a sudden, you see the world differently.
What you I need to know about
I
that.
can't I can't think of it right now. My brain is like I haven't talked about it in so long, but I'll have it for next week.
Okay,
I'll
yeah.
have it for next week. We're gonna talk about that. But I believe that I think everyone needs to understand what are chakras. Why is that so important to us? Those are the elements that's going to help you stay close to here so you can hear from here, so you can shut down the actual noise that's in your head, not your ear, but and you can start seeing clear. All of a sudden the people that you hang around with, you be like, well, huh? And you're like, why am I here? What am I doing here? Sometimes because we're so busy looking for love in all the wrong places, we forget to love here, because you are more important than anything. You should love yourself like you want somebody else to love you. That's first and foremost. You love yourself like you want someone else to love you, because can't nobody love you like you love yourself. And then if someone does come along, if they don't love you like you love yourself, boo boo, I can't help you. That's how you do that. I can't help you. And because you're going to know the BS when you see it and when you hear it. You're going to feel it coming because the energy is going to be so loud. And you go, something don't even feel right about this. You know what I'm saying? These are the things we need to understand. And that gets us to the place of being authentic. That gets us to the place where, like, you know what? I thought I liked that. I don't like that anymore. I thought I wanted to. I don't know. I changed my mind. None of this feels right. And this, unfortunately, we go through a dark night of the soul. But going through that dark night of the soul helps you maneuver your way through it, because there's going to be some tears and there's some work. I never want anyone to feel like it's easy. And like they the old saying they always said, never promise you a rose garden. Yeah. Yeah, that part. It's hard, but there's gold at the end of it, and that gold is within here. If you got that, you got everything you need in the world. Everything you need. So I know we done talked up a whole hour.
But this
Is
was
it good?
necessary. It was needed. So if you are so kind, share this video. Tag somebody in this video that you know may need it. But I want to talk about the seven chakras real quick. So
Go ahead.
it's the root chakra, which is at the bottom of your body, and then we have the sacral chakra, we have the solar plex chakra, the heart chakra, the throat chakra, the third eye, and the crown chakra. And so we'll go more into details about what their functions are, some of the foods, some of the things that you need to do for them, because it's exercises you can do, it's foods you can do, meditations you can do. And it's not to scare you, but this is our body. This is made up of our body, and we look at our body just thinking we are physical. Like,
Mhm.
but our body is made up of three components: the mind, the body, and the soul. So what do you think you have to do? You have to feed everything, mentally, spiritually, and physically. And so Chanel said, please and thank you. So we will talk more about this, Chanel. We'll be back next week because we
Mhm.
want to incorporate this, because we want to make sure you have substance. We don't want to just be talking to talk. We actually want to provide
Information.
substance. Yeah,
Mhm.
information.
So maybe
Yes.
next week we can start at the root and start talking. We can start talking about the root, and just take each chakra day by day, and just
Mhm.
go through it like that. We can do something like that. So probably next week, if you up to it, we can start with that.
Yes, I'm up for it because that can be we can dedicate like 10 minutes to it or 15 minutes to it. So that way we can do the exercise, we can do deep breathing or
Mhm,
whatever it is that we need to do because we need y'all to understand that this is who we are. We are
mhm,
this is our body. These are elements. Like my sister Kat said, she was like, we have to learn the elements of ourselves and others, but it's deeper than just learning it. It's actually
mhm,
doing the work, doing the exercise.
It's a lot.
Mhm.
So I'm grateful that you guys are on here. Um, this has been wonderful and exciting at the same time. And we hope you guys come back again. T said we're here every Wednesday at 8:30. We're going to be going live 8:30 Central Standard Time, 9 p.m. I'm sorry, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, 7:30 Mountain Standard Time, and 5:30 Pacific Standard Time. So whatever time zone you're on, we will be here. We're gonna get better at trying to pre-post this and let everyone know ahead of time so you'll remember. But
Mhm.
it's like the week go by and I had a back injury, so I've been kind of out of it this week. Today was my first day back to work. I'm thankful because it's still stuck a little bit, but I'm healing. I am healing and it is getting better. So I'm claiming that healing as we speak, and I'm thankful for it. So T, did you want to? Oh yeah, where can I guess everybody can find us here on live Facebook.
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
So this is my name on Facebook if you want to look me up and friend me. And then those of you who are already on here for Tea Nicole, you know how to find her. And we're coaches, we're life coaches, we're counselors. And if you are interested in signing up for any classes for either one of us, don't hesitate to inbox us and let us know. I mean, we'll help you out and we'll be there for you. We'll walk you through, we'll hug you through it. It takes time, but we want you to know that we believe in this because we know where we've been through. We walk these paths, so we know what to look for. We know, it's nothing but love here. It's a safe place here, and we want everyone. It's not just it's not just for show. It's each one reach one,
Mhm.
you know, or reach one each one, something like that. But you guys get what I'm saying.
Each one reach one, but we're going to teach you too. So we
Mm-hmm,
reach you to teach you and to help you, and we can learn from you as well. So never feel like we're not above you, we're not below you. We are
we in
beside you.
this together.
We are in this together. And I
Mm-hmm,
wanted to say something. So we are coaches, but we are also speakers. And not only are we speakers, we are authors, both of us. And that's amazing. That's it's like we are powerhouses. And sometimes we don't allow people to know what it is that we do because I'm going to say for me, I sometimes when I talk about me, I feel like I'm bragging, and that's the wrong mindset to have. So I still deal with things on many different levels, but I'm working through it. And I had to be transparent with you because I just know that sometimes like I could say something or I could do something, then I'll be like, oh well, I don't want to brag. But no, I'm not bragging. I'm promoting my business, and that's how I'm going to be successful if I promote my business. So Melvina, she does a lot of different things. Like she paints too. So she sells her artwork as well. And so I had to put that out there because we do a lot. And
mm-hmm,
so, in order for you to know that we are creating this space for individuals that have dealt with trauma. And so a lot of us have dealt with trauma. So that way we don't really single anybody out.
mm-hmm,
Because sometimes people be like, well, you can't work with this population. You gotta make it, you gotta find your niche, you gotta do this. Okay, so the niche is we work with individuals that want to heal through their trauma. So
mm-hmm.
that's the niche for me. I don't Melvina, I believe that's hers, but she can tell you hers. But for me, mine is helping individuals that have dealt with trauma. We want you to be successful in life, show up each and every day as your authentic self. And you don't have to worry about who like you, who don't like you, but instead you believe in your strength and your power. So she asked me, how can you find me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube? and LinkedIn, T Nicole Therese Teasley. My name is Therese Teasley, aka T Nicole. Yes. And I do want to leave you guys with something. Um, we are powerful people. We are powerful beings. We were all created for a purpose, and we can no longer be afraid to tap in our greatness or tap into our greatness despite the challenges, the adversities that we face. And the thing is, like, everybody has been through something. So never look at what nobody else is going through and allow that to become your crutch, because that's not your crutch. That's not your cross to bear. We are carry. We got to carry our own crosses. We got to look at what it is that we need to do and how we show up in the world each and every day. So for everybody that's tuning in tonight, I want to say thank you. And if you don't watch it tonight, if you watch it another day, another night, I want to say thank you, because we appreciate you. We love you. We value you, and we see you.
Yes. And those of you, again, if you want a copy of the standards page and you want to work on it, please feel free to send me an inbox, and I'll put my name back up there again so you can look me up on Facebook, friend me. That way I can send it to you. Look me up, friend me, and if you, or either put your name down below, and Teresa's going to give me your names so I can go ahead and send you that standards form. But it's something that you can take time out to fill out, think about, take your time. There's another one, Teresa, if you remember, when I had my women's sessions a long time ago in Michigan.
Oh,
And on one
yes.
page, the first page I gave everyone was, "Who am I?"
Hmm. I
That is a
remember
big,
that.
that one broke everybody down.
Yeah.
That one, I wasn't expecting it because I was like, okay, but everybody, I mean, the tissue box was almost empty. But like I said, it's a safe space. So I made sure that everyone came in, with a clear mind, knowing that this is not about me. This is about you. And Carolyn Ross, okay, Carolyn, I'm going to send you something. I'm going to send you the non-negotiables standard form. And everybody else, put your name down in there. I think there are a couple names above that as well, but we're going to go through the replay and pull them up. So Teresa, if I don't catch it for me.
Okay.
Um, but yes, I will get you those forms. And again, you guys, um, work on them. Take your time. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to inbox me. Um, and we would like to hear what your answers are, possibly next week. See how many filled them out and how it helps you to see some things that you may not have seen before. Take time out when it's quiet for yourself, and make this time to love on yourself. I mean, sit at a park or sit at a coffee shop, something, go sit under a tree and lean up against the tree so you can ground. These are some things we're going to also teach you guys about. It's just getting back to self more than anything, because we're so busy chasing everyone else and everything else that we forget ourselves. We need to put that oxygen mask on for ourselves for a change, and you know put a stop sign out there for everybody else.
Hmm.
So again, that's basically all I had to say.
All
You're
right.
welcome, Carolyn. You are so welcome.
Hmm. We thank you guys. Thank you. My family is on with us tonight. I'm so happy to see everybody that is on with me, you, Melvina, tonight. This has been a blessing to us. And so we just want to say you guys have an amazing night. And again, this is a safe space for all of us. And so as we continue to grow, as we continue to go live weekly, like we're going to like make this more intimate, so that way if you decide to come on live with us, or if you just feel like you need to be more secure, we're going to make sure it's private, so that way people and us, everybody that's a part of our community, like y'all feel the love, y'all feel, because we want to give energy to you, we want to pour into you, because it takes a lot to speak, it takes a lot to pour out knowledge and wisdom to you guys. And so we want to make sure that we are giving it to the people that need it, that want it, that really do want it, and that's going to benefit from it. Because here, this is a part of our businesses, this is our business. And so in order for us to continue to do this work and come before you, we're going to have to start making it more intimate, because we want to pour into the people that want it. We don't want to just waste our voices on people that don't want it. Because I know in this season I need a lot. and I desire a lot. And so I'm creating the spaces for me to be a better person, because I promise that I'll give you all of me, but I'm not giving myself away to people that don't want it, because a lot of people don't want it. And I'm not mad. I'm not upset. But see, that's a part of
And
the
it's okay.
and it's okay.
Mm-hmm. Because
Because
some
when
people
you
just aren't ready. It's okay.
yeah,
But those of you who are ready, we
hmm
here for you. We here with you, and we're gonna hold you through it.
yeah, lift you up. Hmm.
Exactly. That's it in a nutshell.
So thank you, Melvin. I love you, my beautiful sister.
I thank you too, Teresa, and we thank everyone for tuning in live with us. We love you all, and we hope to see you guys next week. Same bat time, same bat channel, 8:30 CST, 9:30 EST.
Mhm.
Okay? Take care, all, and be blessed. Bye, everybody. And broadcast.
It's
Oh
okay.
Lord.
Bye, guys.